Hello, guys. This is from Mrs. Abby coming to you today with the update. I promised when I made 3 plants out of this beautiful large Croton plant you are seeing on the screen right now. Now, for you guys that didn't watch it when I published it over 3 months ago, or almost 3 months ago, I would suggest that you pause this video and watch it and then come back and continue watching this one. I will leave the link in the description. If you go on and watch it, this video will make more sense to you. While the large Croton plant was being separated into 3 Croton plants, I had a lot of concerns, as you heard on the other video. But it's been 3 months. I think it was June 24th of 2020 when I posted that video. And after 3 months, I want to show you exactly how well the plants are doing. This is the image you are seeing right now of how they looked when they were first separated on June 24th, I think, or maybe the day before that. I think they were separated on June the 23rd, and I posted that video on June the 24th. They looked beautiful after they were separated. My husband tried to be very gentle in separating them, as you saw in the other video. I had a concern about the size of the pots that they were being repotted in. As you guys know, as well as me and my husband know, that plants do not like to be transplanted into too large of pots. So I had a concern. A lot of you guys wanted me to update it a lot earlier because you all wanted to do the same thing with some of your all's plants, but you all had a concern that separating that many plants from the one plant might harm your plants. So that's why you all continue to write to me and ask me to update that particular video. As I promised, in that video that I was going to try to come back in 2 or 3 months, and that's what I'm doing today. So now I want to show you how those 3 plants are looking right now and how well they did over the past 3 months. Here are the 3 Croton plants right now. I'm going to be sharing with you some information about all 3 of these Croton plants and how well each one of them did. Now here's the first one, and let's examine this one so you all can see exactly how well it did. This plant here did amazingly great. It didn't lose a lot of leaves. As you all know, Crotons leaves will fall off for almost any reason. You have to be very careful about them. But this plant here seems to have gotten a little more bushy. It looks healthy. The leaves have bright colors as they should. It is doing wonderful. It has not given me any trouble at all. The second plant that you are seeing on the screen right now, it lost some leaves. I think it went through a little shock because it didn't do well at first. I began to notice that the leaves were dropping And that concerned me. But again, I did have concerns about the size of the pot that the plants were being placed in. But it stopped, the leaves stopped dropping, and I'm going to tell you why the leaves stopped dropping. And it began to grow a little. Seems to have gotten a little taller. The plant is overall healthy. It looks good, but a little bit thinner than what it was when we first placed it in this pot. Then the last one, this one right here, as you can see, it seems to have gotten a little taller, and I think that it experienced more shock because the leaves, after about 3 weeks of repotting it, it began to drop leaves. And I didn't know at first what to do about it because I felt like I already knew that because of the size pots that they were in, that they would experience something that they weren't normally experiencing. They were used to being attached together, the roots. No one had ever manipulated their roots before. Then they was placed in these large pots. So I felt like that they would experience some issues. So you all know that crotons are very fussy, and you have to be very particular with them. But overall, all three of them, to me, are very healthy. This one here you're seeing right now lost the most leaves, I think. But they also have experienced some new leaves. One of the reasons why they began to experience new leaves, my husband decided to take them outside. And one good thing about the crotons going outside is they really are outside plants that can be used as house plants. The crotons, once they got outside, they began to experience new life. They loved being outside. They loved the daily the sunshine that they were getting. During that period, it rained a lot. They were getting rainwater, and I would go and drain the water off of them, and they just loved it. And they began to just flourish. After that, I decided to bring them back inside the house after I checked that there were no pests, crawling things in the soil. I brought them back inside, and then they began to experience dropping leaves again, but not a whole lot. They had began to acclimate to their new pot by then, so I didn't experience a lot of leaves falling. So they are now back outside because we felt like they loved the outside. So they're outside on my patio and they're doing great and they're loving it. But it's about to get cooler weather, and we're going to be bringing them back in. Now, what we got to be watchful for is the fact that they might start dropping leaves again because they were so used to being outside. I think that if I had kept them on the inside, by now they would have been used to the inside and they wouldn't have to get used to the inside again. But guys, I've had other crotons. I have other crotons. I've never taken them outside, but I never separated them like I did this one. So they didn't have to go outside. It's something that my husband and I decided that we would do because of the leaves start dropping. We wanted to experiment with them on the outside, and we found out that they love the outside. So here they are, all beautiful, all healthy. They're trying to grow new leaves, as you all can see. And overall, I'm quite happy with them. And I want to thank my husband for taking the time out to separate that one croton into three. Would I do it again? The answer will be yes. Why? Because I now have 3 croton plants from that one plant. As you guys know, for like almost a whole year, I didn't go plant shopping at all. I think the first time I went plant shopping this year, I think was back in the month of May or June. It had actually been an entire year, and my plant collection grew. And how did it grow? From doing what my husband did, making more plants from one plant. So guys, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment and share this video with your family and friends. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.